Check, 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 check. So I fell asleep like this in this chair right here. And I'm exhausted. I'm only shooting for like 4 minutes tonight. Oh, I just want to go back to bed. Yo, what is up, JB? JB, my boy. Um, so, oh man, you want me to play you my newest song? It's pretty good. I'm warning you. Yeah, sorry that you were worried. I fell asleep. Oh, dude, I am so tired. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. I couldn't even believe that I fell asleep with my tinnitus buzzing. I was going nuts. I'm not like this, man. I'm usually like happy, extroverted outside, sleeping well. But yeah, dude, I am just a mess anymore, man. God. Oh man. Whew. Thanks, man. So here's a song. Oops. There we go. And I'll play it. I'll play the whole thing for it. This is going to probably be my next recording. Although I got to get to my first recording. It's been 8 months now. I haven't done a recording. Oh man. All right, let's see if this plays. Yeah, there, it's playing. Okay, so let's see if loopback is on. Loopback is on. All right, so I'll play it. Get ready. Go. So there you have it. Now, normally it would be, well, not normally, I mean, of course, normally, um, it would be, I guess the story behind the song is that I was just kind of like trapped at home, wanting to get out. Like I've been looking for this house, and I just felt aggravated. And I got more news on that, by the way. So I was just looking for a house, and so the melody that I came up with at first was like kind of not happy. I mean, there are definitely parts in here that you can tell I wrote it with like a nice melody in mind. But then I just started not buying that house, and then I just started getting really upset about it. So maybe that's like what it was. It's like it's kind of like a story. It's that joke of the Adam Sandler song where he writes the first two choruses when he's with his girlfriend, and then they break up, and he's writing, like that, he's spending weeks writing the song, and the first two the first two verses is when he's dating her, and they're super happy and they're super nice, and then he breaks up with her, and then he finishes the last verse like the following week after he breaks up with her. So the first two verses are really happy, and then the last ones are really, really like angry and upset, and he's like super aggressive with it, which is it's a really funny scene. Um, like that, the first verse is something like, "I love you. You're so sweet. You're so pretty. Your eyes are so beautiful," and then the last verse is like, "I hope you die. I hate you so much. Go away," or whatever. So it's sort of like that, where, you have this like really pretty melody here, like this. So, and then like towards the end, I just get really, it's obvious that like, I'm not buying this house. So it gets wild, like here. I don't know. So I guess that's the story. It's a story told in two parts, I suppose. I never wrote it with a story in mind. It's more just about the background of like what I was going through at the time. What up, legit? Oh, funny story about that. Legit. Thanks, Jim. Is that one of my coworkers today called me Walton, almost like Dalton, like Daryl Dalton. He called me Walton. And it was obvious that, well, it wasn't obvious. I thought that maybe he just did a typo, but who really knows? So, um, that's all. So the name of the song, I don't have a name for it, do I? I don't think I have a name for it. Is your name Walter or Walt? It's Walt. Let me see. We need a name. Legit. It was named after this. Well, not named after. It was inspired by the Mega Man song. I guess House on the Hills, maybe. I do like the idea of the name reflecting whatever I was going through at a moment in time. Like that's your big thing, right, Jim? Is like you want history to be, you want to capture history as a moment in time. So let me take this. Let's go Arranger. So I guess that's my moment in time. House on the Hills. I was probably looking at a house on the hills. I've been looking at a lot of houses. There was this one house on the hills that I was loving, and I didn't buy it. I'm upset about it. So the house search goes deeper, Jim. I'm looking at another house tomorrow. Give it a meaningful name that means something to you. House on the Hills definitely means something to me. Definitely. I might change it a little bit. I might call it, you know, like House on Middle Street or something like that. That would mean something to me. Broken Heart. Broken Heart. I love it. I love it, legit. So it gets more complicated. I'm looking for a very specific house. And the house needs to have a sort of open room. I'm talking a basement with no like lally poles, those load bearing poles, or a big, I don't know. I mean, it would have to be big, not a big house, but a big room, open. I'm talking 30 feet by 40 feet. And the only way to really do that is you either buy like a garage or a shed at Home Depot, and then, like build it in your backyard, like here. Like, let me actually show you. Let's see if I can show you. Okay, ready? So here, let's do this. All right, so here, this will work. I gotta push this back over. All right, so if you were to, let me just move this over so I can see the comments. Searching for an open cavern, Raptor. I love it. I love it. Hold on, wait. So if you look at like garage, if you wanted to buy a 30 foot by 40 foot garage, it's going to cost you like about $20,000. Let's go to price high to low because that's the bigger ones, right? I can't afford those $60,000 ones. But, all right, so here, this is what you would need. You would either need like a 40 foot by 50 foot by 12 foot high. I don't really need 12 feet high. But let's say I went with this one, 30 by 36. That's fair. So it's 25,000, which actually isn't that bad. So you buy a cheap house for $130,000. And then you buy this garage for $30,000. So you're all in for 160, let's say, 150. But then you need to pour concrete. So you need a slab of concrete. That's going to cost you 10 or 15,000. Then you need to run electricity and plumbing. You don't need to, but it'd be good if you had it. You definitely need electricity because you need air conditioning. And because if you were going to congregate a 50-piece orchestra into a house, into a garage, you need to have like ventilation and it needs to be soundproofed. Well, I'm going through all this trouble. I'm also thinking like, why don't I just record at a music studio in Philadelphia? But it's not going to, I kept thinking, I tried giving this some thought today. That's not the answer that I need because I'm going to need a place I can record twice a week. You're not going to be able to book a recording studio with 30 musicians in Philadelphia. You're just not going to do it. It has to be in your own domain. So either I buy a house with a big open layout with an open living room of some kind, or a garage, or some kind of like second floor where the attic is all gutted. But the attic is an A-frame, so you're not going to get the whole foundation of the house. So it's a long story. Anyway, I found this house nearby that's perfect in every way. The problem is that it's like $210,000. And I'm sitting here going, holy crap, dude. If you do a house for $210,000 and then you talk about a $6,000 closing cost, and it probably needs a new bathroom because everything's high today. Like, not, You just need to fix it, right? It's a fixer-upper. Well, like, you go through all this crap. By the time you're even in, your property taxes in New Jersey are like they're $6,000 a year. The the mortgage is another like $900 a month. So like you're all in for $1,500 a month. Where are you going to have where are you getting another $1,000 to record a freaking orchestra? So like then I start thinking about maybe I just go the cheap route and I buy a cheap house for 120 and then I put the garage in the backyard there. But then you're still at like 170 and it's going to take you 6 months to build it. I don't know. Honestly, I think having something built would be easier than buying a kit, but I haven't looked into it. Oh, 1,000,000,000%. Like you would still have to hire technicians to build this thing. Like you still need to hire the labor. Like 3 or 4 guys have to work 8 hours putting this thing together, probably more, maybe a couple days. But I just don't know how I do this. And the virtual thing sucked. We all agreed on that. I'm just like a sitting duck, man. It's been 8 months. I just want to go. I just want to get going. Why don't you worry about it when you have 30 people? Because what am I going to buy a new house every 6 months? Like, if I buy a kitchen, let's say I buy a house that fits 10 people comfortably. You got to think too, even in a living room like this, I hate talking about this because I talk about it every week with you guys and I feel horrible about it. But, okay. I buy a place like this, right? Living room. Okay. So, living room, kitchen. Okay. This fits, you can fit maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 10 or 12 people in here. Maybe. Because you're talking music stands, chairs, the instruments, their school bags, or whatever they're going to bring over. Plus, the furniture has to go somewhere. It doesn't just magically disappear. I'm going to have to almost probably put the furniture on top of itself. What, like I'm going to take this table and make it vertical so I can fit this couch and move it over there so I can fit 2 more musicians over there? It's just... I think we're going in circles. I'm so sorry, everyone. I should just stick to the plan, what me and Jim and Raptor and all said, and Legit and everyone, is you just don't buy the house until you have to, which is in April. So you got 4 or 5 months to figure it out, kid. I'm talking to myself, to my future self. You don't have to buy a house now. So just try and grow the orchestra. Do what you could do in this apartment. You're not going to get to 15 musicians by April anyway. So you just record in here. And then come February, let's say you're at 7 musicians. Now you start to have a better picture of what house you have to buy. Do you buy a house with 15 musicians? Do you buy a house for 40 musicians? I'm thinking that I just buy a house with a giant oversized garage. And then I'm good for the next 5 years. That my studio is there, it's locked in, my cameras are hoisted on the corner, I've got my live stream rig, I've got my microphones, they're dangling from the ceiling, I can envision it all. I'm at the same address every week, the musicians know where to go. I hate moving, I hate it. I hate moving so much, it drives me through the wall. I've hated the 5 years have ripped me apart. I'm not even talking about the accident. I mean the physical act of packing all your stuff, all of it, tons of studio stuff, moving everything, and then setting it all back up. My stuff's still in boxes. Half my stuff is still in boxes. More than half, probably 3/4 of it. Boxes. You see the other room. It's in white storage containers all the way up to my ceiling. I haven't even unpacked it. I just, I need a home base. I need a spot that I can kick it in, that people come over every week. I pay them a shitload of money. They record, and then we do, and then I'll see them on Friday. We do it again. We record it the next Friday. Do it again next Friday. Do this every day or every week, and that's it. That's been the plan. That's been the business model for the past 8 years. It was my business model before I got hit. I was doing this in Los Angeles. And then I finally felt better about 2.5 years ago, or so, about 2.5, maybe 3 years ago. Then I got the job at the school, and then COVID hit. And then I got a part-time job as a software developer. It didn't pay. I made $18,000 last year. And now I finally have a new job that's full-time with benefits. And so I just got the job about 4 months ago. And I finally got a pre-approval from the bank about 3 months ago. And I've been looking for houses. And I finally found a house that I like, and it's over budget. But that's where we're at. It's a crappy timeline. And I am pissed off and frustrated. My pinky has more anger and more fire underneath it to just go. It just wants to hustle. I just got to go, man. I got to get this back. Oh, man. I'm driving myself nuts over here. You may have to do it in stages like my family's home. Had just a cement floor for over a year. Later on, we got the permits to add walls, a bathroom, and then get down and start. You have to get permits for putting down? Yeah, I guess so. Well, I'm going to look at the place tomorrow. We'll see if it's good. If it's not good, I'm just going to buy a piece of crap dump truck. Seriously, I'm just going to buy a dump house for 140. Just a dump, 120, 140. But then you're still talking. What I need is a house for 140 that already has a giant room in it. What I don't want to do is buy a crappy house for 140 that I have to that only fits 7 people in my kitchen and living room. Because then what's that going to do? I'm going to have to sell the house for a loss in a year because housing prices are going to come down. And then you're going to have to buy a bigger house anyway. I might as well just buy the bigger house now and then just eat that cost. It's frustrating. So I keep burping. I just had dinner. So get the walls up, summer use only, then add insulation, winter use unlocked, upgrade floors. Okay. Raptor, are you the one that painted? Oh no, that is who's the one that painted the accent wall? DJ? What's it? Derek. Fletch. The family home thing was renovating the basement. Feel like I should clear that up. All right, let's just start writing music. Oh man. Life is how's that phrase go? Life is peachy? Life is good? Let's go to Google. Never mind. Forget it. All right. Let's just write. All right, so this is done. This song is done. Everyone heard it? I do have to fix those red notes though. And I probably should change the key. I know, I guess it's good in the key of G. Let's see. Chorus. Oh, I should engrave this is what I should do. This has to be engraved. Here's what gets me upset. I emailed 3 flute players this week. And they didn't get back to me. Okay. Yeah, sorry, man. I shouldn't have been Debbie Downer. Sorry. But yeah, it was good. I should get going too. It's 7:40. I really should just go back to sleep. This is insane. This is not the right chords. I have G, G, and C. It sounds good like that with an E. Okay. So we have this. That's what it rubs in. It's a C over this B. That's what sounds like crap. Okay. Shift it now. Sounds good. All right, so I fixed that. Doesn't sound crappy anymore. So let's hear how that sounds. Okay, so what I should do is that last part. It keeps on cutting out for some reason. That's not you. That's me. Something. My computer can't keep up with the processing. Um, this last part. Do, do, ba, do, 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 do. This part. All right, so let's go back here. Something like that, maybe. Okay, I guess that works. All right. So either you do this twice or you do this part. Oh. Well, I think I like it better like this. Yeah. So that's the ending then. G, E, G, B. And what's this? D. Hey, that's. I guess that's fine. It's not great though. All right, it's one of those two. All right, that doesn't sound bad. I love that though. I love that part. I think that's better. Or I go here. It's that. That's it. That other one stinks. What the heck is with that 57? If I delete this, does it jump to another? It does. That sounds fine. Close enough for jazz. All right, so that's it. It's the whole episode. Got some decisions to make tonight. How am I going to do this? We'll see you all back in